tears, hearing you fight for life over the past year. We can't see you grow, now the tears are flowing. Just goes to show you touch people without even knowing. You really must be the best thing they haven't seen. You'll accomplish a lot by the age of 17. And your family are right here and real proud of their loving son who never once has stood down. You always made your message loud when you made that movie. I never found a dry eye in the house. Something you prove, nothing can stand in your way of achieving your passion while you're trying to find a brighter day. We all know that your pain is gone away. When we look at the sky, we can see that smile on your face. You're in the best place that you could ever be. An angel up in heaven watching out for your family. So may you rest in peace, that's at least what you deserve. For reaching deeper to your heart just to make yourself heard. I can show you what you mean to us, so tell you with words. Driving through the streets to see you take the ride and it hurts. Cause you're a role model, we all should learn and follow. Live a precious life like there's no tomorrow. Cause see you're not deceased, cause your spirit is strong. Cause your soul is right here, just your body is gone. It lives on.
I know he lives on.
We had to set you free, but you'll stay in our memories.
I feel him every day. I know he lives on. I know he lives on.
There's no mountain peak that he couldn't reach.
I feel him every day.
We try to hold on as strong as you did. We all get in fights, but not a fight to live. Cause that's what you did. You might have not have been that rich, but the clips of your flicks was the best of your gifts. You held the weight in the world on your shoulders, plus some extra luggage. And still you helped others and showed us nothing but courage. Cause you're one of a kind, you're one in a million. You may have lost a battle, but you're king of the hill. You tackled it head on and charging for the kill. To me you're still a winner and the score's still nil. We're witnessing a spiral, we won't forget when you held your head high and said no regrets. And you didn't, never on the sideline sitting. You were in the limelight, home run hitting. If you think that it's over and his gift's gone, you got it all wrong. Heaven's a place he belongs, he lives on.
I know he lives on.
He had to set you free, but you stay in our memories.
I feel him every day. He lives on. I know he lives on.
There's no mountain peak that he couldn't reach.
I feel him every day.
The cancer put him to rest and came to beat him, stealing his breath from his chest to stop inhaling of his breathing. Take a different look at the way that he was leaving. At least he escaped the pain and gained his freedom. He spread his wings and flew higher than he's ever been. Tired didn't mean a thing, striving just to keep a dream. Forever you will be our light, our blessing. The lesson I've learned, our life is precious, it's nothing to mess with. Tomorrow it could be gone and leave hearts torn of your problems unresolved. It was his time to go, God made his call. We respected a young boy, achieved to all. He wasn't even at his peak to begin to soar. And he is one angel that will never fall. So when you close your eyes and you listen to the song, picture him at peace as he lives on.
I know he lives on.
To set you free, but you stay in our memories.
I feel him every day. He lives on. I know he lives on.
There's no mountain peak that he couldn't reach.
I feel him every day.
O kia koutou no mai hara mai with the Kemu o Poi Uka. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the game of softball. It is the Cameron Duncan Memorial Tournament here. Day one action. Game 4 on the schedule for the broadcast today. However, game 16 of the tournament so far. It'll be the under 17 girls batting here against the under 15 boys from Auckland out in the field. Girls are wearing the grey uniforms, as you can see out there, and the boys with their traditional blue for Auckland. So under 15 boys taking on under 17 girls here on the game 16 on day one here at the Cameron Duncan Memorial Tournament for 2024. I'm Jason Gerbes, AK Chopper. Great to have you along for this one. It's been a great day so far. Festival of softball and activity for our rangatahi to celebrate their rep season as they kick it underway here before the national tournaments are at their respective cities around the country throughout January. And they'll get a chance at the Cameron Duncan to put their representative duties on the line here first. Lead-off walk to the top of the shop for the Auckland girls. Lex Albert Matthews down to first base. She'll be followed by Ella Mafu Poi. Day one has been a good one. Cameron Duncan, ex-Auckland representative player through all the grades. Bunters down. They look to make the play at first base, but they can't do it. And off to the races, going to 2 now. Bang, bang play. Maybe they'll score. Coming home now. And it's a tag out coming home, but the bunt was good to start with. Caused a little bit of havoc. Cooler minds settled for Auckland under 15 boys to take care of the out. Defensively for the Auckland boys side today, left to right in the outfield will be Lennon King at left field. Centre field is Moronga. At right field today, Riley Henare. Hock on a third base, Tyson Van Dirksen. Shortstop for the Auckland under 15 boys is Tomatia Hiko Smith. Starting second baseman today, Benjamin Torpia. At first base is Alex Jackson. Behind the dish, doing the catching, Sam Thompson. For the starter on the hill, big number 12. That is Ashton Nisbet. So under 15 boys, Auckland representative side, taking on the under 17 girls. You see number 2 there is back to us. That is Benjamin Torpia playing second base. This pitch on the outside edge, just can't quite get to it. Yeah, got a good game going here today. Outstanding indeed. This one just pulled down the right side into the 5-6 hole. The throw is long, and Auckland under 17 girls will benefit from it. And off to the races still, rounding the corner, round to third base. Gee, these ladies can fly. So just what the doctor ordered here. You can see Ella Maifu goes down to 3. She goes, I can go home here on this play as well. So she will score the opening run of the ball game here today. So runner at third base. Brings up the bat here, Elise Harold Fussy. Been a great day. Competition's been good. Simply outstanding. Young Rangatahi youth softballers have put on a show for us here on day one at the Cameron Duncan. Some exciting softball, as we saw on the replay before this match. The big Grand slam home run that went to the Auckland U17 player earlier today. Boy, did he get all of it. Came in for a pinch hit. Tyrone Manuel just blasted over centre left field. This one late hit, goes to Torpia at second base. No choice but just to get the out at first. And they will played another run here, Auckland, so 2 runs scored. That'll bring up Corey Batts now, second basewoman. This one down in the dirt. Starting pitcher, Astrid Nisbet. I believe out of the Mount Albert Ramblers softball club is Nisbet. Had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of years ago. Come and played pickup player for Northcote at one of the tournaments. Real fine young gentleman. This one outside. Inside out swing. This one will bounce down the line. And she is safe. It's a stand-up double for Corey Batts. Slides in with the tag. It's under 17 ladies side. Boy, they are full of pace and in celebration too, as you can see on screen. So he just goes this one the other way. Then puts the jets on, challenges the outfielder. You can see there, bang, bang, play into second base. So top of the first innings, the under-17 girls have struck for 2 here already. Check swing, gets away from the catcher. That'll allow Batts down to third base as Alva Netzler steps in to go to work here for Auckland. So pops off the glove. And just that's the only invitation needed for Batts, as she will come in and plate another run here. So Auckland off to the best start here, the under-17 girls. 3 runs here early in the match. This one outside. Of course, you want to catch up with all the results from day 1 of the Cameron Duncan. Be sure to get yourself over to the Waitakere Bears Facebook page for updates. Championship Sunday coming up tomorrow, that's for sure. We'll have 4 games broadcast for you on Championship Sunday. The boys under 15 semi at 10:45. And then it's the under-17 boys' turn. Semi-final at 12:15, grand final at 1:45. Before the under-15 boys' grand final at 3:15. Just running a little bit behind schedule here. This one got underway about 4:30 p.m. local time. Was scheduled originally for 3:15. And that's due to a couple of earlier matches just going a little bit longer. And a big pitch on the outside edge. Edge just about grabs the side of the zone. So full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes here on the batter. Runner in scoring position. And this one comes down, gets it this time, takes care of business. 7 batters come up Three of them come in for the Auckland under-17 girls. They lead through the top of the first innings. More action to come after this.
My name is Cameron Duncan, hospital number DFK 6498. Who would have known that love of the game could consume your life? Softball is a sport like cancer. It grows on you.
Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Day one action here. The under-17 girls Auckland side taking on the under-15 boys Auckland side here in the nightcap. Thank you for joining us here today with me on the Dugout and, of course, Broadcast Arts, spot at Atiawa Toa FM and our friends at Swift Construction Hire. Thank you so much for tuning in here today to watch these fine athletes of the future show their wares in a representative point of view. Let's have a look at the defensive lineup for Auckland ladies here today. Left to right in the outfield for them, Jessie Jackson at left. Centre today is Ella Mafu. Starting right fielder is Katie Watkinson. Third base hot corner for them is Alva Netzler. The starting shortstop is Ava Prescott. Second base woman today is Corey Batts. First base is Lex Albert Matthews. As we see that pitch just go down and in the dirt. Behind the dish doing the catching, Alice Harold Fussy. And the starting pitcher is Philomena. She will get the job on the hill there at number 11. Offensively for Auckland. The under-15 boys side, remember. This pitch just outside's a bit too far. Starting catcher will lead off here. That is Sam Thompson, followed by third baseman Tyson Van Diskin. And then a shortstop, Tamatea Hiko Smith hits 3 today. Clean-up spot is the pitcher, Ashton Nisbet. Riley Henardi, the right fielder, hits in the 5 spot. Alex Jackson, he will be hitting in the 6 spot, the first baseman. Lennon King, the left fielder, will be hitting 7. And Moranga will be at centre field hitting 8 today. And running out the batting order, can't wait to see this kid bat, the starting second baseman, Benjamin Torpia. And a walk issued to Thompson to lead off the bottom of the first innings. We watched Thompson in an earlier game here on Diamond 1, Hooper Field. Some real good action from Thompson, the starting catcher here for Auckland. Ball just gets away, not far enough though for Thompson to scamper down to second, so he'll stay put to first base. Pick off down to first base, and he is safe. Tyson Van Diskin. Apologies if I haven't quite got that pronounced correctly. Batting now, starting third baseman for the under-15 boys. This one down in the dirt. Off to the races this time. Thompson, and they're standing up. Just watching the under-17 girls, everyone moving and everyone moving in the right direction defensively. Good to see. 3 straight balls here to Van Dusken. This one will come through the top of the zone. Bottom of the first innings here. The ladies picked up 3 runs in the top of the innings for the lead you see on the scoreboard there. Bunt just goes foul. Trying to push that down first base. That's good technique from the third baseman from the boys' side. Been a beautiful day here weather-wise at Starling Park, Auckland's Ranui in the west. Tamaki Makoto. This one will go foul off the edge of the bat as well. Ready again here, full count. Choked up on the bat, just a smidge. Pitch is close. Tino Tata. Wow. Just down a little bit. See the home umpire signalling. So, a hard-fought walk. It's back-to-back walks here, actually, for the under-15 boys to get underway here in the bottom of the first innings. Shortstop, Tamatia Huko Smith now. Tries to pull the trigger on something up in the zone. You can see he comes out of the Auckland United Ball Club, as you can see on his helmet. Huko Smith, family with a real good whānau atmosphere, the Huko Smiths. Give a lot back to the game. Older brother Leighton. Mum and dad really passionate, especially about youth and rangatahi softball. Fantastic to see. Wishing them well. They'll be here somewhere watching the youngest one play. Shapes a bunt, but that'll go foul. It looks like the boys have noticed in the first 3 batters here, there's a real thought pattern around their game plan, isn't it? Short game for sure. Just got a ball coming from the outfield. Kicked it back, kids are playing. That's the great thing about softball, isn't it? It's a carnival atmosphere. All the kids get to have fun, come down, enjoy themselves with their friends and family. And watch your brother and sister get her done. And a hard hit ball. This is over the centre field. Trouble with a capital T here. Turning the corner, left, come back. What a relay play from the under 17 girls. That was a run for all money. Fantastic defence. So it will mean loaded bases. You can see here, Thompson turns the corner. Even with his pace, he's like, how did they get that ball in so quick? But that is loaded bases now. For the clean-up hitter, the pitcher, Ashton Nisbet. Goes to the first pitch. You saw a Grand Slam home run from the under-17 Auckland player earlier today. We mentioned just a little bit before. Tyrone Manuel. Grand Slam. Nisbet with a chance himself here. This one's wide. Not wide enough for Thompson to scamper in from third base. No outs here, bottom of the first innings. Trying to reply to the 3 runs scored by the under-17 girls. This one down low. Bit of a lead at third base from Thompson, but he gets back. No threat here. Just waiting for that one to stroke, aren't they? Pitcher v pitcher. Ashton Nisbet batting. Filomeno pitching. This one's through the zone, pops up. They might try and make the catch, but the net will get it first at home plate. Here's that hit by Hiko Smith, and this should have been a run for sure. Looked like maybe she could have caught it, hence the reason the run is tagged up. You can see Thompson tagging up at second base there, so that's part of the reason why he did not score in that situation. Pick off the 3. Thompson's back and plenty of time. So, opportunity knocks here early in the match. Hard hit ball through the 5-6 hole. 1 will come in. 2 will come in. And Auckland replies straight away off the bat of Ashton Nisbet as he drives in 2 runs with that hit to the left side. Super slow-mos are so clear, aren't they? Brought to you by Broadcast Arts here this weekend. This one pops up, shortstop's underneath it, no chance for the runners to advance. So 1 away now. Finally they get their first out, and was Riley Hinardi flying out. First baseman Alex Jackson now. Smiling as doll, doesn't he? He knows with 2 runners in scoring position, he can do what his pitcher just did. Nisbet. Drive in a pair of runs. All set now. Filomena steps back. Rise ball up top. Pick off again to 3. This one was closer. Starting catcher for the under-17 girls, Elise Harold Fussy, is not afraid to throw the ball, that's for sure. Just trying to grab that corner, but no, a little low, says the umpire. Alex Jackson, good quality at-bat here in the situation. That's what's warranted too. Trying to find a way to stroke it into the outfield. Tempted, but just not close enough, and he'll head down to first base with a walk. So, no room in the hotel. She is booked out. Loaded bases situation here in the bottom of the first innings. Going to bring up the left fielder, Lennon King. Pick off the 3 again. He's on the run this time, and he will score. Tauatia Hiko Smith takes the opportunity. You're going to throw. One of these times I'm going to take off, and here he goes. The throw is down there. He's already got a couple of steps off the mark, and that's all he needed to slide in head first to plate the tying run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first innings. 3 apiece. Here goes Smith. Blast one to centre field. Steals home. Got it all going on here today. King pops it up. Well taken by the shortstop for the ladies, Ava Prescott. So 2 away now. Both of them fly balls to the shortstop. How about that? Moronga now, starting centre fielder. We'll get an opportunity to bat against the under-17 girls representative side from Auckland. Outside. Just being cautious here. Philomena, starting pitcher for the under-17s. Two away, bottom of the first innings. This one's high. They will travel 60 feet. So both runners in scoring position now. So a huge opportunity for Moronga. Time called by the catcher. Harold Fussy. Maybe coming up with a plan. Deka runner. Pick it out somewhere. Either way, they're talking about something positive, aren't they? This one goes outside, so Moronga will pick up a walk. Fourth walk of the innings here. And loads of the bases one more time here for Auckland. Young Benjamin Torpia. Said I can't wait to see him bat here. Last time I saw him bat was in Fraser Park, Lower Hutt last year at the under-13 Rookie Sox Carnival. Pick off down to 3, the throw goes wide, but no chance for the runner to come in after good backing up left fielder by Jesse Jackson. Young Benjamin, son of Ruben and Tracy Torpia. Just towards the softball. Ruben, an outstanding career himself in softball, predominantly with Waitakere Bears originally and then Auckland United for quite a while now. Ball is down, trying to cause something. Torpia trying to cause something, and he does. As he'll push that one off the glove of the third basewoman, and the go-ahead run will come in here in the bottom of the first innings. 4 runs to 3. Benjamin Torpia, a little running bunt, pushes it. It's an inside pitch. He pushes it down third base. And look at that. No one was covering first either. He was always going to be safe. We were talking about his father, Ruben, and his career. Well, his mother's pretty outstanding too. Currently the scorer of the New Zealand Black Sox. Benjamin, named after the centre fielder for the Black Sox, Ben Inoka. And I believe they call young Benjamin Torpia Ben as well. Top of the shop again, Sam Thompson now. 2 away here, loaded bases still. Tempted and just clips the outside edge. There's young Torpia. Playing for Mount Albert Ramblers these days. He talked to his father about that. Waitakere Bears, Auckland United, now Ramblers. This one's deep. Centre fielder's got to make the catch, and she does. Right underneath it is Mafu, and that'll nullify the threat in the bottom of the first innings. Not before they score 4 runs on the bat of Nisbet, King, and Torpia. 4 runs to 3. The boys leading the girls after 1.
My men are soldiers. And besides, everybody likes explosions. It's what people want to see. My men are soldiers, and the diamond is our battlefield. Softball is the game of life to me. There's something about the gracefulness of it all that makes it the greatest game on earth.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here through a one complete. It is the boys leading the girls 4 runs to 3 on the back of some good patient batting and then timely hitting from both sides as we mark our way through the end of the nightcaps here on day one. There's Torpia's hit that scores that 4th go-ahead run for the boys in the bottom of the first innings. And a new man in the crew, Kite's in the house up there, flying high like a kite today in the first base camera operation with a mana wave to boot. How good is that? Kia ora e hoa, kia ora e hoa. Great to have you along. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, Broadcast Arts and Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting combining here to give you a broadcast this weekend. That is Reese, Sharon and Troy Duncan. Of course, it's Cameron Duncan's Memorial Tournament. Atiawa Toa FM's Adrian Royal in the house. And you can't have a tournament without, of course, the scorer extraordinaire, Karina Gerbes, is in the house today, Mrs. Gerbes. And the director. The director is in the house, Matt Jordan. I don't know how he got in the house today because, of course, he needed he needed a pickup this morning and someone didn't quite get that MO too well. So the big dog, Matt Jordan, cutting the shots for you here in tonight's game. Big swing over the top of this one. Can't quite get to it, can Watkinson. As Ashton Nisbet continues to work here. Of course, we've had Terence Hibbett, part of the crew today, has commentated a couple of games in between watching his son play for the under-15 North Harbour team, and he'll be in the booth tomorrow as well. If we can, we might try and get a young person from the teams to come up tomorrow. Ask them how their Cameron Duncan is going. It's always good to get their voice, isn't it? Left fielder, Jessie Jackson. She punches one up the middle, and that will skid herself down to first base. 3rd hit of the ball game for the ladies today. A chance to flip the lineup over. Bring up top of the shop here, Lex Albert Matthews. Off and running on the pitch, boy. She is quick. Didn't even need a slide. Jackson. There you go. Was it like 3 steps and she's there? And a good slide on the end as well. So the girls with a runner in scoring position try and tie this one up in the top of the second innings. Good pitch on the outside edge. And look at that sportsmanship there. After a good hit, the first baseman for the boys' side giving a high five to Jessie Jackson, and there's a good reason for that. That's her brother, Alex Jackson, at first base. Well done, sis. Off and running the 3. She's stolen 3rd base as well, and standing up. Coach is nodding his head. Hey, she's quick, bud. She's quick. Funny, you know, see the brother giving her a high five at first base. Normally the younger brother, they're the cheekier one, right? They'll give him a high five and see the striker. Here we go. Give him a high five, but normally they'll hold on to that hand, pull him off the base, catch the ball and tag them out. That's what the cheeky younger brother does, doesn't it? Oh, that's fantastic. So 2 away here. First pitch swinging is Ella Mofu, the centre fielder today. Took a great catch at centre field. And also, she was the one that backtracked on that big hit from Tamatea Hiko Smith over her head to get the ball in fast enough not to allow Auckland to score. The throw down to 3. And if the boys can do it, the girls can do it too. And she will run on the throw to 3 and come in to score here. Jessie Jackson, boy, she's stolen 3 bags after the hit up the middle to plate the tying run. This one, just going to check the swing. Maybe check the count at the same time with the official scorer down sideline. There's young Jessie Jackson after stealing those 3 bags and tying the ball game up, heading back to the dugout. She'll be happy with her body of work earlier in this game so far. Check swing. Pitch is just a little low. You can see there's good banter between these two teams, can't you? Girls will be like, we want to beat the boys. Boys will be like, just try. We'll find out who wins this one when we come to the end, won't we? Well, there's a good pitch, a real good pitch. So with 3 strikeouts on the innings, with a Jessie Jackson single sandwich in between, and of course 3 stolen bases, that locks us up 4 apiece through the top of 2, bottom of 2 coming up next.
My name is Cameron Duncan, hospital number DFK 6498. Who would have known that love of the game could consume your life? Softball is a sport like cancer. It grows on you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I can only just say that the production crew is on fire today. We mentioned the big dog, Matt Jordan's in the house, the director, and he's got us on a great shot here already as we come back to the second innings. To say he's, I think he's got a cold. Self-inflicted cold. Anyway, he's doing okay today. Great. I'm more happy that he's here than he's not. Let's just put it that way. Actually, if he didn't get here, we would not have 2 of the monitors we've got in front of us today. So thank you, Matt Jordan, the director in the house. Always entertaining. Top of the second innings here. Under 15 boys will come up to bat. It'll be Tyson Van Durkin. Gonna have to find out how to pronounce his last name. Of course, it looks like a Dutch last name of some sort. And looks like a new pitcher in here for the ladies. Oh, it's none other than the star in the field. Hit up the middle, stole 3 bases. Jessie Jackson moves from left field and comes in to pitch. And it looks like the starting pitcher, Philomena, has moved out to left field. So there's the swap for you defensively. Weather's been good to us today. There was reports about it being some inclement weather, changeable weather, especially earlier on in the day when we were setting up this morning. You could hardly see the ranges in the background. Then there was threats of thunderstorms. We heard thunder. That, luckily for us, moved down through Auckland and skipped at Ranui. Thank you very much. Tāwhiri mātia for that. Crossing our fingers for good weather tomorrow for Championship Sunday of the Cameron Duncan. This one comes down the edge. And that'll take care of business from Van Dixon. So the relief pitcher, Jessie Jackson, looks good as she comes in early. Someone's here, Hiko Smith now. Poised and ready to go. And a big swing on that drop ball on the inside edge. So all lined up now. Girls picked up 3 runs at the top of the first innings. Boys replied with 4 in the bottom of the first. Girls tied it up with Jessie Jackson's work. The throw to one is a bang-bang play. Just skids away. Hiko Smith will turn the corner. And he'll scamper down to second base here with 1 out. See, tough play right up the middle. Quick transfer, throw just legged away a little. Hiko Smith was up for it, turns the corner and rounds it down to second base. Pitcher now. Ashton Field drove in 2 in the first innings. With Hiko Smith at second base, he'd love to add another run right here. Inside out swing, it'll pop up to the first baseman, so no chance to score a run there for Nisbet. So we're 2 away here on the top of course, it's the bottom of the second innings now. In the bottom of the second innings, 2 away. And Riley Hinati. And a good pitch and a good swing there. First one to Hinati. Jackson waiting for the signal, runner on 2. We'll mix them up a little. Right down the kitchen sink. She's not afraid, is she? Not afraid at all. There you can see the Rangers in the background. You couldn't see them this morning where we were setting up. So it took us a little bit longer to set up this morning. Had to waterproof the cameras and things. But didn't get a drop of water in the end. Very happy about that. This one pops up. Foul out of play, of course. So Riley Hinati putting a quality at bat here against Jessie Jackson, the under-17 girls pitcher. Going for a high pitch here. Right down the middle, and he just punishes this one. It'll go through the outfielders to the fence, rounding second base. They have picked up the go-ahead run already, and it's a stand-up triple for Riley Hinati. as they go ahead 5 runs to 4. Zico Smith, remember he got around to second base on the kind of slightly wayward throw. Brings up to bat Alex Jackson now, first baseman, remember? So this is brother on sister. Or sister on brother. This pitch is just outside. So this should be a good competition. It's poised and ready to go now. Swings, it'll go foul out of play. Over the fence, in fact. There's Jessie Jackson. She's having a good time. Oh, no, that's number 7. That's Corey Batts. She's having a good time, isn't she? Little change of pace. No chance for the runner to come home from third base. Bottom of the second innings here. Auckland picked up the go-ahead run here, the under-15 boys. Jackson trying to get them another one. Oh, there's a good pitch. Well, they're up for it, both of them. Oh, this is a Jessie. Look at that form. She bends that one below the zone. Alex, younger brother, swings through it. Similar pitch. This one just a little bit lower this time. Not enough for Alex to swing the bat. So, another quality at bat though from this under-15 boys side. Good to see. Loads the count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cameras out at the ready. Look at that on the grandstand. Who wins the battle? Oh, up top, Alex gets the free pass down to first base. It's a high five from his first base coach, Ethan Shannon. Of course, just called into the Black Sox and debuted in Canberra a couple of weeks ago. A fine job too. It's the son of one of the great left-handed hurlers out of New Zealand, Heine Shannon, or Heinrich. More commonly known as Heine, to be fair. So, pinch runners into the ball game for Jackson is Lennon King. It was the right man at the moment back in the first innings. Run came in to score while he was batting. This one comes through the zone. He might be small in stature, but he's got a bit of punch, I tell you. Young Lennon. Poised and ready to go. Jackson, ready for the delivery. Rise ball in the ears, a little bit tempting. The runner will go down to second base unopposed. So the Auckland under-15 boys with 2 runners in the scoring position now. 2 outs here in the top of the second innings. They have plated a run already. Just stuck down to second base between pitches, didn't he? Can't hold back, and they will take care of business there, but it's not before Riley Henare will drive in Hiko Smith for the go-ahead run in the bottom of the second innings. It is 5 runs to 4. Under 17 girls up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the nightcap as the under-15 boys from Auckland taking on the under-17 girls here. And we are up to the top of the third innings. The boys leading by 1 run at this point. The girls will send up Alva Prescott, Elise Harold Fussy and Corey Batts 1, 2 and 3 here. Shows bunt, pulls back. The kids have come ready to play. The gloves are tuned. And this is what it is. It's a tune-up, isn't it, before the rec tournaments. Of course, the under-17s, the under-19s will get underway first for Softball New Zealand National Program. The under-19 boys are in Auckland, down in Pukekohe at Franklin Association. Looking forward to that one. Of course, you can tune into all the action if you're not in the Auckland region from the 9th to the 12th of January. Softball New Zealand will have some type of streaming over the first 3 days of the 19 boys, and then Beyond the Dugout broadcasting will be in for the last 8. Partnering with Whakaata Māori to deliver you the last day of action there at the under-19 boys, and the under-19 girls all the way down in the deep south in Invercargill. The Southland Softball Association hosting that one. And Beyond the Dugout broadcasting will be there for the final 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, for your viewing pleasure as well. Under-17s get away the week after, 16 through to 19 of January. And Prescott laces into one, but boy, oh boy, the shortstop, Tamatea Hiko Smith, just covers that ground with ease. You see, a good off the end of the bat, but good stroke. Look how deep Hiko Smith is. Outstanding coverage from the shortstop from Auckland. Harold Fussy now. This pitch is down and away. Well, the under-17 national competitions, the girls will be down in Ōtautahi, Christchurch, as we mentioned, 16 through to 19 of January. And the boys will be in, like Damien Collin calls it, the home of softball, Hutt Valley, Fraser Ballpark. Be contested over those 4 days, 16 through to 19, and every single day we'll have live coverage for you, brought to you on behalf of Atiawa Toa FM and Beyond the Dugout broadcasting. 4 days of action coming out of Fraser Park. Really looking forward to that one. Great volunteer crew in the 04. There's young Ben Torpia, making sure the hair is looking good. That's important, isn't it? You never know. And there's a ground ball straight to him. He's ready. Hair's ready. I'm ready. Claps his glove. Job done. Just drives that one. But young Ben Torpia is right there. And he'll flip it over to first baseman. Looks like we've got a new first baseman in the game for the under-15 boys. Fly ball and taken in the deep at right field. So it's 3 up and 3 down here in the top of the third innings. No change in the score. It's the boys leading the girls, 5 runs to 4. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Starling Ballpark here on day 1 of the nightcap. Under 17 girls taking on the 15 boys. Auckland representative teams. We've got a close one going on here. Bottom of the third innings. 1-run lead, 5 runs to 4 at the Cameron Duncan Memorial Tournament here, hosted by the Waitakere Bears Softball Club in Ranui, West Auckland, Tamaki Makaurau. Fantastic. Just a couple of days out from Christmas. Hope you've had your Christmas shopping done. All ready to rock and roll. I hear the weather forecast is not the best for Christmas Day. However, I'm sure it'll be beautiful wherever you are with friends and family. Hard hit ball, first pitch up the middle from Moronga. And he's safely down to first base. Oh, Cameron Duncan Memorial Tournament's a real special cause. Of course, young Cameron passed away from bone cancer at a very young age, 17, I believe, at the time. But a spirited young character. Loved, and I mean loved, the game of softball. But like young Ben Torpia up to bat now. Scored a run on a drag bunt back in the second innings, did Torpia. Poised and ready to go again, sorry. First innings that was for Torpia. Re-scored that run, pick off attempt down to first base. We're talking about Cameron Duncan now, spirited young man. A real passion for the game of softball. We've got a few stories and videos that we'll play through throughout the weekend. There's one there about him representing Auckland, winning a national championship down and hosted in Waikato that year. Under 17s, I believe. Picked up the top pitcher of the tournament. Outstanding. Might have even been MVP that year. Of course, they won the national title, pitched the final. For Auckland to win it, did Cameron. And when he was diagnosed with cancer, had to go through treatment and chemo, a heavy amount of chemo. But as soon as he was right, he got back in and played the game again. One stage they had to tell him, you can't play anymore. We need to do some work on your leg and put a titanium rod in there of some description. He's like, give me one more game, and he did. He played that for his home club, Waitakere Bears. They won that day. That night he gets a phone call from the Auckland coach, Max Moari. He says, we're playing Japan on Sunday. We'd like you to come and pitch, young man. He'd already been given the word from the doctor, no more playing, and how could you hold him back? Pitched a scoreless innings with a strike out in there against Japan. That was the last time He got to throws, he went away for operation, came back after getting leg operation, this titanium rod in. Went away to the national tournament for Southland. Outstanding. Got some footage of him playing against Wellington that day. Real good comments from the head coach of the New Zealand Black Sox at the time, Don Tricker, about the type of young man he was a driving force behind New Zealand's winning campaign in Christchurch. Oh, Prescott's good. Steps on two. The throw's just too hard to handle at first base, and the boys will pick up a run here. So Thompson will drive in a run. Looking for that double play. As we were saying, the New Zealand Black Sox coach, Don Tricker, was inspired by the journey and the passion of the game. As we see a replay of that hit from Thompson. Here's Prescott. Bang! Would have been a bang-bang play at first base, to be fair. As Tyson Van Dushkin comes back into bat here. Anyway, Don Tricker, like I said, loved his passion. No regrets was a big catchphrase for Cameron Duncan. They named their campaign. They talked about no regrets in their morning meetings and camps and things like that. And they named their campaign Relentless after Cameron Duncan. They also had a grandstand in centre field named after Cameron for the 2004 World Cup in Christchurch, where they won the gold medal. One of the games in that tournament against Australia, they dedicated that game to Cameron in his honour. He was so moved by the young man's story, they actually presented him with his own Black Sox jersey, number 41, the shirt number he wore through lots of his representative career for Auckland. An honorary member of the Black Sox, Cameron Duncan, fantastic indeed. Well, that's not all he did with his life, did Cameron. Remember, he was only 17 years of age, but also became a filmmaker. Had a passion for filmmaking. Lots of commercials he made, short films he made, and he caught the eye of a New Zealand director. You might know him. Lord of the Rings, you know that guy? Peter Jackson, that's it. Loved Cameron, Peter and Faye Jackson. I think it's Sir Peter these days. And they had him all lined up to come and work on Lord of the Rings and many, many other projects going forward. He was making a name for himself. So we see a walk issued to Van Dukshin. But he made a short film called Strike Zone. And it's a sideline story between his story of cancer and his passion of softball whilst making a film. So all of his passions boiled into one moment there. And I believe at the time of filming, he was right in a heavy bout of chemotherapy, and they would have to film at night time because he had to have the treatment during the day. And he got Black Sox players, legends of the game involved. They all turned up and filmed through the night to make this film at Strike Zone. Went on to win a couple of awards around the world. Was featured in a number of the media companies throughout New Zealand. Paul Holmes, the TV1 presenter, had him on his show as well. The accolades were coming thick and fast. Anyway, if you want to see Strike Zone, the short film made by Cameron Duncan, don't go anywhere at the end of this game. We're going to play that short film for you. It is something you will enjoy. It is something that will inspire you. Not just the youth, the young rangatahi to be inspired, but also you, the adults, your mum and dads, aunties and uncles. So hard hit ball just pops out of the glove, and Hiko Smith will plate another run here for the under-15 boys. Strike Zone. Film made by Cameron Duncan. We'll air that for you straight at the end of this game. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Your chance to see it if you haven't seen it yet. Bottom of the third innings, got a good one going here. The under 15 boys have really stood up strong. It's the pitcher, Ashton Nisbet now. He goes at the first pitch. Coming forward, the third basewoman. She will make the outs. Going to bring up the danger man now. Riley Henardi, 1 from 2 on the day. A fly ball to shortstop and a deep, deep line drive that split the centre and left fielder to play to run. That was back in the second innings. 7 runs to 4 now, as you can see on the scoreboard. So Henardi, chance to make a name for himself again. Here's Van Duncan. Down at second base. Runners on 1 and 2 here for the under 15 boys. We might have a pinch hitter in here. Just going to clarify that for you. Hard hit ball the other way. And a diving attempt by Prescott stops the run from coming in. And Henardi stays red hot with the bat. So an infield single, 2 from 3 on the day. We mentioned Alex Jackson with the sportsmanship for a sister at first base. Had a pinch hitter come in for him, Riley Grace. So it'll be Grace now to get his first at bat in this competition. Jessie Jackson in her second innings of work. Starting pitcher for the under 17 girls here was Philomena. Jackson coming in the top of the second. Gave up 1 run there. 2 runs here in the third. This one comes through the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike to count now on Grace. Loaded bases situation, 1 away, bottom of the third innings. Lead by 3 to the boys. Oh, and a good pitch by Jackson. Just beard down. Pumped it through the kitchen sink. Two the count now. So this one fouls off to stay alive, does Grace. Yeah, poised at third base. Van Duncan. This one down low. Not far enough away for Van Duncan to come home though. So the bases will remain loaded here. A full count, 1 away. Bottom of the third innings. Down to 17 girls trying to keep this score close. Hour and a half match. Got underway about 4:30, so that'll take us through to 6 p.m. finish time today. So 19 minutes left in the ball game. This one down low, and that'll walk in a run here for the boys.
Come on, bro. Back to you here. Come
So 3 runs plated so far here in the bottom of the third innings. Hiko Smith poised at third base. And Lennon King now. RBI in his first at bat, and fly out to shortstop. A strikeout with his second. Second at bat was against Jackson on the hill now. This one pumps down the outside edge. You look at that batting stance of young King in the batter's box here. Looks a little bit like Thomas Anoka with those high hands. He'll lace this one the other way, but right into the glove of the first basewoman. And that'll take care of business here through 3 complete, 3 runs plated. And they lead the ball game 8 runs to 7. More action in the top of the fourth when we come back.
My name is Cameron Duncan, hospital number DFK 6498. Current inpatient at Starship Children's Hospital on Ward 27B. Diagnosed February 15th of 2002 with osteosarcoma of the left distal femur and sentenced to 11 months solid chemotherapy, the one place where I literally became a 1 in a million. My name is Cameron Duncan, hospital number DFK 6498.
Cameron, it's not good news, I'm afraid.
Reality sucks.
You have around 25 metastatic lesions on both sides of your lungs. Chemotherapy would not be effective at this time. And from a curative point of view, well, we really are out of options. I'm sorry.
And that was it. I tell you what, that was the saddest drive home of my life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Got a good one going here. The under-17 girls taking on the under-15 boys. Auckland representative sides. The girls struck first in the first innings with 3 runs in the top of the first. The boys replied with 4 in the bottom. Girls tied it up in the top of the second with a run. And then the boys got a go-ahead run in the bottom of the second innings. 5 runs to 4 at that point. And then they played another 3 runs, the boys did, in the bottom of the third innings. There's the scoreline you've got now, 8 runs to 4. Top of the fourth now. We're in the last 14 minutes of the ball game. So we'd have a feeling this will be the last innings. And a swing and a miss on the outside edge. Can't quite catch up to that one. Now Netzler. It'll bring up Dugout as the original starting pitcher. We might have made a change here into the ball game, so we'll just see the shirt number to confirm that for you. But it was Philomone on shirt 11. There was Dugout. No changes have happened through the game, naturally. And it looks like she's got a 6 on her shirt, so I think that's Atiawa up to bat here. Starting pitcher for the boys continues to work on the hill here. Ashton Nisbet. 2-1 the count. Nice ball outside this time. So a hitter's count here for the ladies. One away in the top of the 4th innings. This is number 16 indeed, so that is Atiawa who's coming to the ball game. I believe she's out at left field. This one just down a little bit. Atiawa will pick up the walk, head down to first base. So a base runner on, just what the ladies were wanting here. In the 4th innings, they need 4 runs to continue this game. Looking at the clock as Katie Watkinson is due up here. We'll try and confirm that shirt number. It looks like it may be another change in. Shapes for bunt. Curly Alele into the ball game. Shirt 25. Inside set. Ball goes away. No real movement at first base here from Atiawa. No, they need 4 runs, not 1. Need 2 outs to play with here in the top of the 4th innings. This one will allow it to go down to second base, and it does as it goes back to the screen. It's a good pitch that comes through the zone. Young Ashton Nisbet, after the 3 runs given up in the top of the 1st innings, has really settled into his work. This one skids away, and there goes Atiawa down to 3rd base now. And one through the sink. Can't quite catch up to it. So down to the last out now, the ladies. Jessie Jackson will step in to go to work. She's been great today. Line drive single up the middle. That was back in the 2nd innings, then stole 3 bases to. Has been in relief pitching since the 2nd innings, has Jessie. This one comes through the zone. So to level the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 away here, top of the 4th innings. Clock ticking. Nisbet ready. Trying to close it out for Auckland. Just above the zone, and Thompson behind the dish. He's looking to try and frame it. There's the strikeout pitch earlier. This one's too high, too wide. Sam Thompson behind the dish is squeezing every pitch right now. Ramblers teammates, Thompson and Nisbet, looking to use that combination to their favour. This one through the sink. And it'll give us a full count now. Jackson, full swing. Shortens up a little, punches this one. Trying to find no man's land, but the left fielder is camped underneath it, and that'll get the job done for the under 15 boys here. They'll get a chance to bat the time out, but it's been a great performance from the Auckland under 15 boys today. They lead 8 runs to 4. We'll see if they come out for the innings after this. We'll come back with more action. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Starling Ballpark as we see the coaches talking to the umpire as they will discuss the options here in the bottom of the 4th innings. The boys are leading 8 runs to 4 at this point, and they won't start with a runner on 3. It's not quite fastball 45. Just giving the scoreboard operator a bit of stick, of course. But a clean slate, and they lead by 4 here, trying to close this one out. 6 minutes by my clock. I'm not the official timekeeper of this game, of course, an hour and a half games. They won't start a new innings within 5 minutes. So you would think it is the under-15s boys game. They will send up Moronga, Torpia and Thompson. 1, 2, 3 here, the lads. Laces the first pitch, but goes foul down the line. Was the girls scored in the first innings with 3 runs and a run in the second. They give them their 4 runs in total so far. And the boys, 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. So they've scored every innings to give them 8 runs in the match so far. Here at the Cameron Duncan 2024 Memorial Tournament, brought to you by Ballpark Broadcasting and Broadcast Arts, supported by our friends at Atiawa Toa FM and Swift Construction Hire. Great to have you along for it. If you weren't tuned in before, we talked a bit about Cameron Duncan and his amazing young career in softball and filmmaking. Stay tuned. At the end of this game, we'll broadcast his short movie, Strike Zone. It is worth a watch. It's worth showing your kids. If they're not watching with you right now, it's worth showing your friends. An inspirational movie made by Cameron Duncan about his love of the game of softball, a storyline, and his battle with cancer, and his catchphrase, no regrets. Strike Zone coming up at the end of this match. Moronga now up the middle. Prescott's been strong, and she gets around that one to throw it in time. Ben Torpia now, second baseman, will come up after see Moronga trying to beat it out. It's a close play at first base, to be fair. Bang, bang, bang. The broadcast starts super slow-mo. Crystal clear, isn't it? Lets you know exactly that. First pitch going is Torpia. It'll go foul, though. Here's another look at how close this play is. Bang, bang, isn't it? Prescott's good at shortstop. Bang, bang. Can't get any closer than that, can they? This one leaks in the outside edge. I mentioned I'm not the official scorekeeper. If they can get the third out with more than 5 minutes to go, they will go through to the fifth innings. My clock says they've only got 3 minutes to go, but I'm not the official scorekeeper, the actual start time of this match. But it's close, very, very close. Ball down low. Benjamin's mother, just to the left-hand side of that screen. Standing behind there, watching intently. Shouting out, come on, Benny. So do me a favour. Give me a phone call while we're on here. We're trying to find out where the stream was to send it to the whānau, I guess. This one's high. And Torpia will go down. Inoka, he's named after Ben Inoka. He'll come back. So need a bat, boys. Thank you.
Still going from the far 45.
So young Ben Torpia steps back in to go to work here. And he does get his walk down to first base, goes young Benny. 2 walks on the day, drove in a run when he slapped one to the left side off the third baseman's glove earlier on in the match. He's had a good one, young Benny Inoka, Torpia. That rolls off the tongue, doesn't it, Ben Inoka? Boys ready to go at first base. First pitch, punching, and it's a good one too. It's going to go to the fence and at least score 1 for Auckland here. Rounding second base now is Thompson. And it's a stand-up triple for Sam Thompson, who will plate Torpia for an insurance run here in the bottom of the 4th innings. Ella Mofu, the centre fielder, mentioned for her strong throw from centre field, stopping Thompson from getting an in-the-park home run. This one's high. Thompson's go back to third base as Tyson Van Duncan. Might be Durskin. I'm going to find out that one for you. No doubt he will be part of the feature tomorrow. We have the boys under 15 semi-final scheduled for tomorrow morning. It's our first broadcast of the day at 10:45, 1v2 semi-final. The winner of that will go straight through to the grand final. The loser, I believe, plays the winner of 3 and 4. And then we're doing the semi-final for the 17 boys at 12:15. That's a 2v3 game. And then the under-17 boys grand final, that's at 1:45 slated start time. 3:15 will be the boys under 15 grand final. All 4 matches are brought to you live here from Starling Ballpark at the Cameron Duncan Memorial Tournament. This one's down low, in comes Thompson, and he will plate another run as well. Jackson just asking a few questions about the strike zone with the umpire. We bring up the bat here, substitute hitter. Hiko Smith's had a heck of a day, he'll get a rest. It looks like Tui Faisia will come in to hit, number 16. And a big cut from Faisia. The first pitch he sees out of the right hand from Jesse Jackson. And the umpire has called time. Time has lapsed, ladies and gentlemen. And that'll be the ball game here in the bottom of the fourth innings with the under-15 boys leading. The game will terminate. 10 runs to 4. The boys get the job done here on the back of some good pitching by Ashton Nisbet, but some all-round good hitting up and down the lineup. A mention should be said for the catcher. He was good today. 2 from 3 with 2 RBIs is Sam Tompkins. Thank you for tuning in today. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. As we mentioned earlier, we are going to air Cameron Duncan's short movie, Strike Zone.
My name is Cameron Duncan, hospital number DFK 6498.
Come on! Ring up, Bakia! Waitakere, Kakio, Oki! Oki, Oki! Akamate, Wateko! Akamate, Wateko! Atenete, Tamata! Nara, Indiki, Wakapitite! Aupa! Aupa!
Well, that kickstarts this game. Let's play ball.
If you looked at us now, we look good. To think only 2 months ago we were the worst team in the league. Who would have known that love of the game could consume your life? Softball is a sport like cancer. It grows on you.
Well, it's the best we could have hoped for. Your scans are clear. You're healthy. We'll see you again in 6 months. Hey, don't worry. Be happy. It's great news.
Cameron, the doctor's ready to see you now.
You play out the scenario in your head, hoping for a positive outcome, but that's often not the case.
Cameron, it's not good news, I'm afraid.
Reality sucks.
You have around 25 metastatic lesions on both sides of your lungs. Chemotherapy would not be effective at this time. And from a curative point of view, well, we really are out of options. I'm sorry.
And that was it. I tell you what, that was the saddest drive home of my life. I haven't always been the best guy, but I suppose people would become critical of their life if they only had 2 months to correct it. So I made myself a team, and I was to be the coach. I knocked on every door with a ball outside in the yard, every youthful prospect in the neighborhood, and I held the postcard close to the man who would make it all worthwhile, the legendary Kevin Hurley, the man who could throw the fastest projectile on the planet, the 220-kilometer fastball that would win me my championship. I'm sorry, I must have the wrong house. I was looking for Kevin Hurley.
No, you're at the right house.
You don't look like the guy in the picture. We became good friends, and I signed him up as pitching coach. And for the record, it was only 150 kilometers. It got faster as the myth grew. And so, my team was complete. I trained these pansies into the ground. I taught them about pain, how much I was in and how much they weren't. I pushed their flabby bodies to near heart attacks, and I always said,
when I say shit, you say how much. I am not your friend. And that little voice in the back of your head, pushing you to work harder. Even when I'm not there.
When I think of a team, I think of the camaraderie of the battalion in the war.
You two, charge the hole! Go! Hey, come with me! Keep down!
and the diamond is our battlefield. Softball is the game of life to me. There's something about the gracefulness of it all that makes it the greatest game on earth.
Hey Cam, we're down 2-1. We really need you to get out there and talk to the guys now, huh?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'll talk to them.
Now that I've told you our story and how we came to be, we're losing. And I need a miracle.
2-1 with a runner on first and no outs? Jesus. That is not in our favor. 15 minutes is all we got left, guys. 15 minutes. 2 innings and 6 outs. 15 minutes, I don't give a damn what you do with your lives after this. I don't care if you never play this game again. But this championship's your gift to me, if nothing else than this. I want you to pitch the hardest your arm will let you throw the ball. I want you guys to run the fastest and the hardest that your legs will carry you, because if there is one thing that I have learned from all I've been through, is that you only regret the things that you didn't do. No regrets, guys. Not tonight. Defense on 3, eh? 1, 2, 3, defense! I talked a lot of crap, but with a few good words, you can change a team.
What a catch! Holy mackerel, I don't know what Coach Cam said to those boys, but this is a whole new team. They are playing outstanding ball.
I told Lee Cameron to run into them if they get in your way. I should have known it was a disaster waiting to happen.
You're out of here! You're out!
Come on, Tina!
Okay. Kurt was always the show pony. DC got ran out, and Max was caught at left field. That left us with 3-2 in our favour. We got 2 quick outs, but the pressure was on when a runner got to second. And there we were. 1 out for the game. 1 out, and it was all over. It was one of those plays that seemed to last for a lifetime. Lee Cameron may have been called out for charging on the bases earlier, but he won the game that night. I'll never forget their faces as they charged home to hug Lee. I wish I could have been there, but I never made it out to congratulate them. You just know when death is coming, because you start remembering your life more than you actually live it. When your time is up, your time is up. And you just pray to God that you've done something worthwhile with your life. I prayed that the guys would never forget this night and what we had. This was our championship, and this was their gift to me. They chose me a spot on the hill, so I could guard the field as the seasons passed, time and time again. To bring a team of men together like that is something short of magic. I hope I'll be missed, and I want people to cry at my funeral. But the one thing that I don't want to be is I don't want to be forgotten. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that.